Grant Atkins in charge. Corey Haidawita-Naida in his 100th NRL game gets Sunday footy underway. The Panthers defending the southern end of Bluebet Stadium, and it's Isaac Huth confronted by a four-man tackle there, and Josh Papali'i part of it, Joseph Tarpany, and also Hudson Young. Now an early run here for Coruscant. He ran for almost 90 metres last week, Abby Coruscant. That's the most he's run in any game so far this season.
He never misses an opportunity, Appy.
And Fisher Harris on the 30-metre line, away to Jerome Luai, and how about that kick out straight at Brad Schneider, the young halfback who got knocked over, and Coruscant with a second back in the opening set of the game. The Panthers up over the halfway already. Edwards for Nathan Cleary. Copped a whack there by the Raiders captain Whiten after the kick went up in the air. It was okay, and Jordan Rapana, who is playing at fullback as part of this new look back line, scored his first try of the season against the Cowboys last week. And now Semi Valemei, who has scored 3 tries this year, the most of any Raider. Cottridge. Yo and Eisenhuth combined to bring him down. Starling has played 80 minutes at dummy half in the last 2 games in succession, Tom Starling. We're more used to seeing him off the bench in an impact sort of role, but they're just out of options really around the number 9. He's a good note, Tom Starling. Papali'i playing it. Starling goes short side and Whiten. It's a high one, not a great deal of depth to the kick. And the catch taken very confidently over on that right-hand side.
Yeah, I thought the Canberra Raiders could have competed for that ball. It wasn't overly deep. They got there in numbers, but just waited for the Panthers to catch the ball and made the tackle.
Edwards wanted a penalty there. The referee, Grant Atkins, didn't give him one, but Kickhouse got room, and Taylor May. Hasn't he made an impression on the competition? The second try in his last 4 games, Taylor May. And Tago on the same side of the field as well. There's Fisher Harris. Looked out in the centre of the ground. Tarpany there, so too Josh Papali'i, and a repeat of the last kick by Nathan Cleary. Plenty of hang time. But Jordan Rapana, who is a real spark when he's around the ball. That'd be, no doubt, Ricky's thinking, try and get him more in the action. Brad Fittler, what a great afternoon.
Yeah, it absolutely has been. This is the 3rd game today, and the field's held up beautifully, Bluebet Stadium. You can see there's a lot of grass on top, and what that is, that's also held a little bit of dew as well, so it's quite slippery, the conditions out there. There's 22 degrees and sunny. It's a 15-kilometre breeze, and that's behind the Panthers.
We were reminiscing earlier, Freddie, even another bit of a throwback. If the Panthers win here, they win all 3 grades on the same day. Doesn't that take you back?
President's Cup Reserve grade and first grade. Wasn't that a good day?
They won the Jersey Flag 64-16. They won the New South Wales Cup 44-12.
The Leagues Club would be bustling tonight if that happened.
Oh, it'd already be off, wouldn't it? That's until Coach Gould walks in and tells everyone to go home.
Semi Valemei stayed down after that attempted tackle on Dylan Edwards for a period of time. He just got caught in an awkward position. It looks to be okay now.
So Tago. 5 tries in 6 games this year, 3 try assists. But last week was a challenge for him up against Katoni Staggs. It's with Staines now. And here's Edwards, the go-go mobile. Wherever the ball goes, he goes. Luai on tackle 5. They go through the hands, and that might have been played up by a Raider.
Into him.
No.
Play the ball
when you want it.
Middle. Play the ball in the middle.
Yeah, the Panthers are normally more methodical than that. Their 5th tackle, they'll kick it high and get the good chase down. They decide to run it on this occasion. I guess he thought Tago might kick, because he does have a kicking game. He shaped a kick and tipped it on to May on the outside, and they just ran out of room in the end.
Otherwise, only going to be back 8 metres.
You won't see them do that too often.
It's a great option. Nathan Cleary, their main kicker on the right, applied plenty of pressure to Nathan, so Jerome Luai had the opportunity to kick with no pressure.
Hudson Young. Adds aggression in the pack for Canberra. Yo there to meet him in the tackle. Elliott ball playing. Oh, jeez. Viliami kick out has seen Brad Schneider's name in the program and circled it.
Welcome to Penrith.
Says, you are mine.
I think he slept in his front yard this week. Coach said to mark you tight, so I'm here.
Whiten, real honour for him, captaining the Raiders. Follows in some famous footsteps of players to lead this club.
Ricky Stewart would be really happy with the start his team has put out in the opening 6 minutes. They've gone set for set with the Panthers. They need to sustain this and ask some questions at the back end.
Here's Stephen Crichton. Never lost an NRL game on this ground. How's that for a record? Played to Coruscant, and he goes yo, and a penalty for Penrith. They were offside.
Yeah, just the speed of the play, the ball, the speed. You see that Crichton gets half through the line, gets up quickly and plays the ball. And that allows the Panthers to gallop over the advantage line before the Raiders are ready. Now, it's a different sort of set of six they're going to have to contend with.
Tago for Luai for James Fisher-Harris now. Tarpany there. Schneider as well, and Corey Hadawita-Naida started his NRL career at this club, of course, in 2017. Notches up 3 figures for games played today. Eisenhuth, 26 metres out to the right-hand side of the post. Edwards now with a pass for Martin. He dumps it back for Coruscant, who tries to duck under his opposing number 9. Stopped just outside the 10. Yo with a flat ball away to Fisher-Harris. He backed off and they keep the ball alive. Edwards now, once again. They've explored in close to the ruck. They might be about to swing it left here. Cleary, penalty.
We got ruck interference and an unacceptable play the ball because you're all over him. Yep. It's unacceptable.
It was the most dangerous
all over him,
the Panthers looked in the whole set, and it was the first time that Nathan Cleary got the ball. So I suspect if they take the tap here, the Panthers, the number 7 will get it more often in this set.
Eisenhuth gets the set going. Plays it right underneath the black dot at the northern end of the ground, away to Nathan Cleary, and Yo on a run back on the inside. Rapida wrapping up the ball. Whiten part of the tackle with Joseph Tarpany. They'll have to be good to hold him out here. Here's kick out. Where's Schneider? There he is, underneath him. Good tackle by the halfback. A couple out from the line now. Coruscant. And the defence swarming around Fisher-Harris as he caught the ball there. Nathan now. Excellent tackle, that one. Elliott. And Hudson Young for support. To Yo again. They haven't swung wide. Everything's been working around in tight near the goal post. Clearly now. Here they come out wide. It's with Staines, who is denied by some excellent defence by Canberra. We've got another penalty.
Natsumoko 10 metres.
Wow.
Natsumoko offside.
Well, as you say, they never spread it wide in the whole set of 6. They were pounding around the goalposts. So for the Raiders to get offside on the last play is really unforgivable. And they've just gifted the Panthers another set of 6. Look at that, they raced up quickly. So Panthers had a free roll. They could just have a shot, knowing full well they were going to get another set of 6. Great defence by the Raiders, spoiled by just some ill discipline on the last play.
This will be 3 sets in a row coming. Eisenhuth, as he's done on the previous 2, takes the first run and draws in some of the big men and is tackled 6 metres out. Fisher-Harris with kick out. No! He's lost the ball. Oh, and look at that, that's Schneider.
Tackle too.
Schneider said, well, you know what, if you want a challenge, I'll take you one, and he's forced a mistake with a good tackle around the ball.
Yeah, it's a good period for the Raiders. On their goal line there, virtually for 3 sets of 6. Kick out, charges onto the ball comes free, and they defuse the situation.
Well, they worked hard, Gus. They worked hard on that left-hand side, even though Tomoko was offside. They put Staines into touch, and then they forced the error with kick-out. Freddie.
Yeah, great defence from the halfback, Brad Schneider. The thing, though, that Canberra didn't do well is their discipline. They gave away 2 penalties and a 6 again. It didn't cost them this time, but what it does, it just sinks a little thought into the referee's mind. If they do it again in the future, they risk a sin bin.
Oh, look at this. Big push in defence.
It's a nice response from the Raiders too, because the Panthers could have taken 2 points out of kick in front of the post. But they said to the Raiders, we think we can score. And the Raiders have said, well, maybe not so easy this time.
Yeah, they're going nowhere in a hurry here on this set, though. There's been some strong defence. Oh, has he been bent over there, Tarpany? I think he was worried they were about to bend him back over. And now Starling, he's the latest one to cop a bit of Panther treatment. 15 short of the halfway. Schneider goes to White. And an end-over-end tumbling kick, and Edwards, he is so full of confidence at the moment.
Zacky's so quick.
He just attacks everything, doesn't he?
He's got great positioning, gets the ball on the full, and he's got powerful runners that run off the back like Taylor May. Now comes kick out.
An offload by kick out. And Edwards is waiting for it, as ever. Hudson Young, Josh Papali'i, the tacklers. And now Liam Martin, who's scored a try in each of his last 3 games. 25 out when he played it there. Working with Cleary. He goes behind, kick out, and Jerome Luai goes for the accelerator there. He stopped 10 metres out. They're playing so quickly, as always, this Panthers outfit. A kick by Cleary lands with Martin, then to Yo. Now Edwards over the back. No one's there. Fisher Harris gets back for it. And, oh, can you believe that? It's been touched by Xavier Savage, and it's going to be another Penrith ball.
Wow. Again, some great defence on their own goal line, and on last play, they're sucked into making a play at the ball and give them another 6 tackles. Plenty of ball movement from the Panthers. They're stretching them on both sides of the field, but the Raiders' defence has responded terrifically. And he just tried to solve all that by himself, Xavier, rather than just blending back and allowing the last play to play out. Beautiful sight.
Glorious.
A couple of years' time, they'll have a brand new stadium here.
Here's Nathan. And Luai now. Seeing them let the ball sing from side to side, but they've been content to playing pretty tight early in the game. I wonder if that's a tactic to get the tackle counts up. The big men of Canberra, they are a big pack. Cleary calls Eisenhuth underneath. Gets an offload away with plenty of defenders around him. Fisher Harris now for Yo. Hudson Young, some desperation, and Josh Papali'i there. Once again, they're just pounding away at the door. Fisher Harris, good hands, Edwards draws them in, Crichton will score. It had to be just a matter of time. Ruppert has given him a shove over the back after he put the ball down, but it doesn't matter. It's 4-0.
Well, Billy, this is why they were pounding away at the post, wasn't it? And then eventually, when they get in good position, they're able to get through their plays. Like Suzu MUX deep replay, been pounding away at the post, and a few decoy runners, some quick hands movement, and Crichton finishes it off on the outside.
Well, persistence pays off, and they go to their key man, Nathan Cleary, on the right side, and you just see number 3, Tomoko, and Xavier Savage doing 2 different things. Tomoko goes up and in, and Xavier Savage sits back on his heels. What one does, the other's got to follow, especially out wide in the defence. Good persistence. They were patient, the Panthers. Freddie?
Well, the problem there was they actually didn't even get it right. If you have a look at Liam Martin, he didn't quite get his run right Here he goes. He just missed his assignment there, and they still end up with 2 players on the right-hand side. So you got to think the Panthers' right side attack, they've been smiling as they are.
Bradley, a lot of talk about the centre position to replace Latrell Mitchell. I guess you're looking at a left centre. Crichton can play left and right. Would it worry you that he's playing right side for his club?
No, not at all. I've seen him play left. I've seen him play wing and fullback as well. So a player like him becomes incredibly valuable. And he did on the big stage as well. Held his nerve on the big stage and played a fantastic game and ended up making the win and play. So, you know, big games in those positions gives it a lot of credibility.
Cleary from inside touch. There's a start. Lovely kick.
Stay back, guys.
There's very rarely a spare seat here to Bluebet Stadium, Penrith these days. Now it's a long kick-off. Oh, they've let it bounce. It's gone over the back.
That's perfect.
Start the
Landed
clock.
within a foot of the dead ball line.
Well, all you had to do was stand on the dead ball line and wait to catch it. You could have made a penalty out of that.
I think Dylan Edwards is expecting Eisenhuth to do just that. That's why he let it go at the last minute. Yours?
Well, you don't even need to catch it. You only need to touch it. If Eisenhuth puts his hand out and touches that
Stay back,
ball,
Penrith.
it's a penalty.
High restart by Cleary. Schneider and Joseph Tarpany. Gee, it's been a while since I've touched the footy. Penrith had about 5 sets in a row at them just then. And Josh Papali'i now. So an unexpected opportunity here for the Raiders.
It's not quick. Jerome Luai gets me in the head.
The tackle player falling, but the tackle high nonetheless. Adam Elliott. Centre of the ground. Yo, the defender. And now Josh Papali'i. Edwards and Fisher-Harris, the defenders on that occasion. Elliott, Schneider, nice ball. Hideaway to Nida. Oh, he got crunched there. Cleaned up by Matt Eisenhuth. Strong tackle. Here's a chance. Try to Canberra. The rampaging Joseph Tarpany.
Wow. First time we see the Canberra Raiders down this end of the field and they come up with points. It was Tom Starling. Andrew John spoke about the trickery of Api Coruscant before the game, but Tom Starling shows his hand. Isuzu MUX replay, just gets out of dummy half and gets the attention of the defenders on the try line. Api Coruscant was one, and Fisher-Harris. Tarpany, too strong.
I love that sequence. I love to shift the ball to an edge and then come back at the posts and see whether or not the forwards are honest around the middle, because they're not the ones that are used to looking after decoys and hard straight runners running at angles, and Tarpany really caught them there. Beautiful dummy half play. You can just see that the Panthers weren't quite off their line, nor were they in sync. And he's a very talented ball runner, this man. He doesn't need much room to be forcing a passage, and he gets in between Fisher-Harris and Coruscant. They're a little too wide, a little too flat-footed. I love that sequence.
Yeah, only moments ago, Joseph Tarpany, he was the one that copped the high tackle from Jerome Luai. Great show of courage and leadership. Get back in the attack. They're in this, the Raiders.
Well, they've had one chance down on Penrith's line and they've come up with one try.
Stay back.
6 apiece. Sunday footy from Bluebet Stadium. The Panthers scoring first. Canberra responding straight away. And Josh Papali'i on the rollback from the restart. Only running for just over 100 metres per game on average in 2022, Josh Papali'i. Down a little bit on what we've been used to from him. And now the try scorer, his front row mate Tarpany.
James releases up.
Oh, he's back for more. He's not going to get that average up.
He's heard you, Matt.
Yep. We'll show him.
I'd imagine he's pretty heavily targeted by opposition teams.
Yeah.
The thought will be if they can stop Papali'i, they probably stop the whole forward pack.
Oh, look at this. Great defence.
They're nearly running back to Windsor.
And he's dropped down here, 5 out from the line, and he's made a mistake.
That's good defence. Great kick and chase. And then they get him in the fireman's carry.
All right, very quickly down. Let's get down to Brad Fittler. He's got a special guest with him.
That's right, Brian Tyre. What do you think of the start of the game?
I think it's pretty good so far. You know, the boys are getting into a bit of a cycle on both teams, and you know, the game's pretty close so far.
How's your knee? When do we expect you back?
I think about three more weeks. I think me and Moses will come back on the same week, so hopefully we'll be back in time.
What's it like watching Isaac and Talon?
They're TNT. They're called TNT for a reason. You know, the boys are obviously creating so much damage, and you know, for the young age as well. You know, they're killing it, and obviously putting on a good show for everyone.
All right, looking good, brother. Haircut sharp.
Thanks, fellas. Cheers.
Thanks, Matt.
All right, thanks, Freddie. Good timing. Here's Hudson Young. The Raiders looking to go back to back and capitalise on another Panthers mistake. Starling to Josh Papali'i. We've seen him score many a try with sheer strength from close range. Schneider for Jordan Rapid this time. There's Tago. He's right up there and made a good tackle around the ball. And Bellamate tries. No. The ball short of the line. Rapida, Schneider. Tarpany out to Starling. He's the other running from a mile back. Oh, that was a good tackle. Fisher Harris. A try-saving effort. They got 6 more. Starling this time. It's a repeat of what happened at the other end. Penrith with multiple sets, and now the Raiders are getting their lion's share of the ball. And Tarpany. He's a brilliantly fleet-footed player. Starling, lovely pass to Whiten, to Rapana, to Moko's on the left side of the field for Canberra, and Crichton gets him in a good tackle. And Hudson Young this time. 4 tackles down. Starling goes behind Tarpany to Schneider, and Hodawina-Naida, oh, he put a big fend on the face of Tago, but over the touchline he goes, and the Panthers have handled that pretty well.
Yeah, they work so hard for one another on their try line, the Penrith Panthers, and this was the Elliott line break. They created 6 more tackles, but the Panthers, you just see them work from the inside. Jerome Luai, when the ball goes out wide, they continue to work hard up in the face of Hodawina-Naida and just rush him over the sideline.
Yeah, it's very hard to go around the Panthers. Athletic out there, they hold their nerve really well. A couple of opportunities the Raiders have had with their try, and then Elliott through the middle was sort of coming back from an edge towards the posts. That might be where they can cause more trouble. Brad Fittler.
The Panthers have gone to their bench. Matt Eisenhuth comes off for Scott Sorensen.
Well, the hulking frame of Scott Sorensen, as we found out in the sheds with Andrew.
One of their best last week, Scott.
Blind. One of the best games of his career. A try, 2 line breaks, 5 tackle breaks. That try was one of the critical factors. Oh, look at that. Another tackle count restart on play 5. That's 3 in the game. Ricky's up in the box next to us, actually. I think his head's getting redder by the 6 again call. Normally on the sideline. He's resorted to the stand so far. Here's his kick out. Coruscant, Eisenhuth, and then Cleary for Edwards for Crichton. Good defence from the inside. Whiten gets across.
It was really well read there.
And now Edwards for Nathan Cleary. There's a look. Floats one over the top. He caught Valame out. Tago! Isaac Tago denied by a desperate tackle and a lost ball to go with
Isaac
it.
Tago.
That was beautiful play by Cleary. As he comes back across towards the post,
Tackle 4.
he's got 3, 4, maybe even 5 options. And he goes to the 5th option to put Tago away. Watch, he comes off. Dummy on the inside 2, kick out 3, Luai 4, finds Tago 5.
Challenge.
The only other thing he could have done was
ruled
kick
knock
it.
on off Penrith. Isaac Tago, tackle 4.
Well, the Panthers have challenged this, but that's a team working in sync. Cleary had 5, 6 options open to him as he came across the field and selected the right one. And he was looking to pass. He certainly went to ground with it.
Are they claiming he hasn't lost it?
Well,
Just
Tago's
looking
saying
at
that.
all available angles to see whether Isaac Tago holds onto the ball the whole time.
He was looking for a flick. He's still got it.
I don't know if he has, is he?
Yeah, he's got it.
Well, I don't think he's dropped it, but if the referee has said knock on and it's inconclusive,
Well, it's
the
definitely going to be
decision will
inconclusive.
stay with the referee.
He's got it when it goes out of vision. But the referee's already ruled knock on. They won't be able to overturn it.
Well, this will help the Raiders.
They might keep their challenge,
At the
though.
moment, Isaac Tago holds onto the ball at the start. We lose the ball at the back end, still looking through available angles.
The Raiders were running on empty in that set. I was watching Joseph Tarpanay. He was really struggling to
Based
get
on
back
all
to the
available
line.
camera angles, we'll be supporting the on-field decision of a knock-on. Penrith will retain their right to challenge.
He's got super vision, Grant Atkins, to see knock on in underneath all that.
Still got your challenge.
Yeah, they'll keep the challenge.
Yeah. It's just
Yeah, Ricky Stewart's
Scrum.
gone to his bench. And
What do
two
you want
front
to do,
rowers in Papali'i and Tarpanay off.
clock back on. Penrith still got your challenge. Hold! Hold break!
Semi Valame. Oh, look at
They do this a lot, the Panthers. When you watch them defend, when they can get numbers into the tackle, they will make sure that they move you. They'll push you back, push you sideways, push you off your mark, turn you around, spin the tail on the donkey. They just don't tackle what? They'll push, shove, pull, wrestle, and get you down to the ground.
this. Spin the tail on the donkey. That's a hybrid game. Pin the tail on the donkey and spin the bottle.
Yeah. You know what I mean.
Spin the bottle. That was Freddie's favourite when he burst on the scene out here as a teenager. Penalty.
Hold held base.
Yeah, very unlucky.
Can't
Corey
challenge
Hubbard
it.
and Ida.
I don't,
He
mate,
had
I
hold of the
understand it's
ball,
really
called his
I
teammates
do
off,
understand it's touch and go, but I got to rule one way.
simultaneously
I thought he took it after
raked
the
it
held.
out as the referee
I understand
calls
that, mate. But
held.
it's,
Former Panther, Corey. He played with all these boys. Won a lower grade premiership with them. Gee whiz, that's a harsh call. He actually came over from New Zealand with James Fisher Harris. They lived together for a long time as kids out here in Penrith.
We've got another first game at 2 this afternoon for the Panthers. We'll see him a little bit later. Sonny Luke. He's a hooker. He's a bit more in the Coruscant mould. He's been setting up tries all over the place in the New South Wales Cup. 26 years of age. He's been given a chance to show his wares at NRL level. Oh, look at that lovely by Cleary. Catch and pass in one motion. Now Tago in amongst heavy traffic there. Corey Horsburgh. Big Reds out there. Fatty's favourite. Cleary again. Excellent tackle. Good work by Ryan Sutton. Now Sorensen.
Take the line. Got to hold that.
On play 5, Cleary has a look, pops it up in the air, and Valemay has to get back and play it over the back.
Yeah, nice patience and great class by Nathan Cleary to finish off the set. And I like the fact that the Raiders are up in their face, not getting dictated to, but just shows his class. Nathan Cleary, beautiful touch off the right boot.
Now, Gus, they're redeveloping the stadium, as you touched on, at the end of this season. When you got here as a player, in your early days, what was here compared to what the stadium is now?
Oh, not much. She was a big circular round ground with a little picket fence around it. Old wooden seats just around the outside. There wasn't much here at all. Little grandstand, which is still under this big grandstand on this side. The actual bones of this grandstand is the old little grandstand that had no roof on it.
And that one you can see there, that's a newer addition to the ground.
Well, that was a hill. This used to be a big round oval. Anyway, we'll talk about it later.
Here's Yo. Here's Nathan Cleary. Edwards with a tap on and a backhanded pass from Crichton. Nearly at its mark there. Staines. It was a fraction high. I reckon he'd be disappointed he didn't catch that.
Yeah, Xavier Savage, he learnt from the first try. Just watch Xavier Savage and Tomoko, the two outside green men. They work together. One goes in, the other one goes in. Puts pressure on Stephen Crichton, throws the ball over his winger. But that's working together on the edge. Well done, Raiders.
Very even game of football here as we approach a half an hour. Level on the scoreboard, and you'd probably say level in terms of points as well on the field in the overall scheme.
Always is. Raiders and Panthers have just got that rivalry.
Rapana picks up 8 metres. Fisher Harris and kick out combining to bring him down to Horsburgh. Ball playing. Elliott. Here's Whiten with a run. Got a penalty.
Mate, there's a hole there
against the Raiders for obstruction.
Ryan runs through and knocks Liam over, mate. You can't go through the hole then.
Yes, Freddie.
Well, it's 30 minutes gone. When speaking to Ricky Stewart before the game, he said he believed his team could go with Penrith. The big thing was going with them for 80 minutes. Spencer Linu goes on. Happy Coruscant comes off. And the young hooker, Sonny Luke, the local Semerich boy, takes a field.
There we go. It's an early introduction for him.
The crowd are up.
Well, he's no stranger to these Panthers boys. He played with Nathan Cleary, James Fisher-Harris, all these boys in a grand final back in 2016 in under-20s, under-18s. He was in the academy for a long time. Had bad shoulders, a number of surgeries, which sort of curtailed his career, but at 26 gets his debut with his mates. That's a great story.
And he's got it here 11 metres out. He goes to Isaiah Yo and Cleary, bodies in motion. Cleary had a few options out wide. He took on the defence himself and copped a whack by Ryan Sutton there. Here's Sonny Luke. He's going to score. Oh, he was within a centimetre, I reckon. Cleary. Spencer Lenu. Last tackle. He's copped a knock there, Spencer, as Cleary gets it. Luai dribbles it to the in goal. Oh, big Red's back there. Good desperation from the big man.
Yeah, the Panthers kicking down this end of the field has been first class. First it was Nathan Cleary, now it's Jerome Luai, his halves partner. Great touch. And Corey Horsburgh getting back to save the day for the Raiders.
It would be difficult as a fullback, Billy, to know who was going to kick the ball for them, isn't it? They can all do it from dummy half, from first receiver, second receiver.
Yeah, Happy Coruscant's got a nice little touch out of dummy half also. But on that occasion, they were both on the same side of the field. But it's a great asset to have a left foot kicker on the left-hand side of your field.
Good kick.
In your team.
We've seen some massive dropouts this weekend.
Well, Brad said they were running into the wing.
15-kilometre wind, southeast. That's behind the Panthers.
Is that out of the south?
Straight out of the south, over that corner where the big light is above the Oak Plus sign.
Spencer Leniu. I remember when the fans used to go, wow, he's drop kicked that 50 metres. They're whacking him 60 metres now. Edwards. Good tackle around the legs on Martin. Whiten, the man responsible. Here he goes, Sonny Luke, what a pass! Yes! Yo is over! And the debutant is making a name for himself in the NRL already.
And again, stretching to one side of the field and coming back at the posts with a really smart dummy half. Sonny Luke has been an outstanding young player for years and years. It's a tragedy that he hasn't made his debut before. Now, Isuzu MUX replay. Look how he gets out from dummy half, draws and passes. Yo knew exactly where he was going. Gets another try for the Panthers.
What a moment for the young man, Sonny Luke. He puts his captain over the try line. He nearly scored on his first run, and then he gets out of dummy half, and the speed just puts the Raiders under pressure. And Isaiah Yeo, he scores the try.
Now, this selection might be a window into what the Panthers are thinking going forward, because Abby Coruscant leaves the club at the end of this season for the West Tigers. And Mitch Kenny has been the man doing the backup work at dummy half. He played New South Wales Cup this afternoon, and Sonny Luke, he's gone bang.
It's a great show of faith and trust from Ivan Cleary to throw the young man, well, he's 26, but on debut, and 10 minutes to go in the half, 6-all, and he comes up with a big play.
Ooh.
Great Snyder strip.
Penalty inside the 30 here, and we're coming into that 5-minute window before half-time. The Panthers might just go for the jugular here.
Thank you.
Bad penalty to give away. A fresh set of 6, and Penrith now with it just over the halfway line. Valemay making the tackle there on Tago, and now Spencer Leniu. Flat out run. Plenty of power in that. Luke to Yo, to Cleary, to Martin. What about Martin?
Danger signs here now.
He threw himself at the defence, and Canberra struggling to keep up just at the minute. Here's Leniu. They've still got 2 tackles left, and they're down inside the Raiders 10. Can they go? Whack, whack, Penrith. No, he lost it.
Okay, you think it's knocked out?
They've still got a challenge.
Challenge.
Okay.
And they're going to use it.
No, they kept it because we didn't have enough camera.
Spencer Leniu is saying that this ball was knocked out.
Live decision to knock on by Spencer Leniu. Challenging that the ball was knocked out of his hands by Corey Horsburgh.
They're under pressure here, the Raiders. You could feel it building. Oh, he's a fibber.
I think he was hoping.
I don't think the front row strike rate's going to improve all that quickly.
He's a fibber.
Just having a look if Corey Horsburgh interferes with the ruck.
Oh, that's after he lost it. That's after he lost it. When you look from the other side, he loses it, and then Corey Horsburgh, his arm comes in contact with it. His arm's gone past it. He loses it.
It touches Corey Horsburgh, but there's no strip.
Loose carry. Loose carry.
Corey Horsburgh's arm moves into the ruck and knocks the ball out. The challenge is successful.
That will do me.
He didn't play at that at all.
Yeah, can I get a mark, Buck?
It's
Give me a penalty.
I've got to take the fibber back, I guess. The bunker said he's not a fibber.
Did you
The
say
bunkers
2, Nathan?
de-fibbered him.
2 points.
The Panthers will take a shot here at 12-6.
Yeah, he's going for 2. So he's going to be 10 metres from where he puts the ball down.
Corey saying, I'm not a fibber. That's what he was saying. He's saying I'm a fibber.
I don't think it deserved a penalty.
No.
You've got to hold the ball. You've got to have some accountability to hold the ball.
If that's going to knock the ball out, you don't deserve it.
Just no further forward
It
from
doesn't.
there. It's fine where you are.
He doesn't play at that.
No way.
He doesn't play at that. Anyway, Panthers will extend their lead, showing a little more respect for the Raiders' defence this time.
Stay back, guys.
14-6. And outside that converted try margin always makes the task of the Castle team just a fraction more difficult.
Now, I think Billy's right. You can see in the latter stages of the half the Raiders starting to wilt a little bit, and the Panthers maintaining their intensity.
Oh, Corey Horsburgh with the tackle of the year already. That'll be hard to beat after the season's finished.
Well, there was no wilting in that.
Oh, boom!
He came off the back fence.
Time up there. Don't interfere, Isaiah.
Oh, Cleary with a floater. Here's it. Oh, well done. Well done by Rapiner. All his experience there. Didn't panic, and now they try and get it to the speeds to Savage. Staines with a good tackle on that side of the ground. That was a beauty of a tackle. Corey Horsburgh just loves the sound of big man on big man, Corey.
That was a beauty.
He's got no respect for his body. He just throws it in front of anything. He'd tackle a bus if you let him.
The louder the better. Now Josh Papali'i with a strong run to end this set. Whiten had a look outside, pops a kick up. Edwards, his positional play is as good as anyone in the game.
Yeah, needed a little bit more height on that kick from Whiten just to allow his chasers to get through and compete. A minute to go in this half.
We're not seeing many contesting these high kicks anymore, Billy, are we? Unless they're sort of coming down right near the goal line, is it a case that the margin for error is so fine that you risk giving away a penalty?
Well, it's a conservative way to play. I'd much prefer my players running through competing.
Another good run by Isaiah Yeo. Nathan Cleary with a floater, and Nick Chotrich is the man who's been targeted, and he takes it nicely as well.
That was a great take. It was a wonderful kick.
He's lost it. Oh, I think the siren's going to beat them all. It does. Well, that's a good half of football. A very willing half. Penrith with a lot of sustained pressure against Canberra's line early. they scored 1 try. The Raiders hit straight back. But Penrith have scored 2 tries to 1 plus a penalty goal in the first half. There's not much in this. It's the Panthers 14 over the Raiders 6.
Stay back, boys.
Nathan Cleary starts the second half. And after only a very short break in the first half, Josh Papali'i was thrown back out there just before the halftime bell. No doubt the thinking there is to have him out there straight after the break to avoid a situation like last week. Corey Hawes was a big shot in the first half, one of the highlights, and he's there to offload on this occasion.
Great tackle underneath, Liam Martin.
Probably one of the really great tackling techniques in the competition, Liam Martin, particularly one-on-one. He's real old school.
He's pressuring Whiten here, and he has to kick back across the field. Normally favours kicking straight in that left-hand channel, but the ball lands with Taylor May and Isaac Tago.
I like that nickname, the Brian Toto gave them, TNT. Tago and Taylor. TNT.
Dynamite.
They're dynamite. I think Brian Toto hands out all the nicknames. I think that's his job.
There's a song in that.
I thought you were talking about the courier company. Yo now. And Spencer Leniu. Well, he's dynamite. He was dynamic before half-time. Now Cleary with a kick to the outside man. Kickout's leading the chase here, and Rapana goes up for it, takes it nicely.
Great take, Jordan Rapana.
He's a good
eyes for the football.
He's a really good player, isn't he? I mean, he can be unpredictable at times, and he's got an error or two in him, but he does some really classy, brave things on a football field. He's been doing it for years.
He's had some shocking injuries too.
Yeah. Went off to rugby for a little stint, but finally come to his senses.
Oh, he's limping in the back there too, behind the ruck. He'll be right. I think he had a fractured skull at one stage, didn't he? It was a really horrible injury.
I've always liked him as a player. I just do.
Staines prevents that kick from going deep into Penrith's half. And already here, after a couple of minutes, they're winning the field position battle. Crichton will be tackled here within 7 metres of the halfway.
I see the lights are starting to take effect. Bradley Fittler, is it cooling down there?
It sure is, Gus. The players would have known. They would have come out and they were still nice and warm from the halftime chat. There's a beautiful crowd out here as well. The hardest thing in Penrith at the moment is getting a ticket to the footy. There's 20,612. The next game is in a couple of weeks against the Eagles, so if you want a ticket to that, you want to be getting in now.
Cleary now, Rapana making ground. Martin gets across there, and he evades Martin. Good work. He couldn't get rid of Crichton. Oh, the ref's over Gus. He's done it. He's gone over backwards, Grant Atkins.
Somersault in there too.
Yeah, it was athletic. He sprung back up.
I hope the camera caught it.
I do too. It was pretty good. He almost disguised it, I reckon, Grant Atkins.
We've got 87 cameras. Surely someone's caught it. Here he is. Here he is in the corner of your screen. Yep.
Look at this. Look at this. Oh, straight back up.
Spencer got him.
Nothing's funnier.
I'm impressed, I've got to say.
Good kick.
Long kick. Good catch.
Need to get it with a good chase. Panthers were just winning the battle there a little bit. Getting down there very, very quickly.
Well, this is what the good teams do. They hang in this battle longer and harder than everyone else. The Raiders can smell a victory here.
The Panthers won a semi-final, a preliminary final and a grand final on the back of grinding away set after set. We know they can do it. The Raiders have got to match them.
offside there. Josh Papali'i couldn't get involved there defensively. So Penrith play the ball here, and Cleary on the last goes up again, and Rapana, crash. They come together. Luai's got it. May for the corner. May will get it. I think we're going to have a look at the contest though.
Well, that's what can happen when you compete for the football. We spoke about in the first half, the Raiders went down.
We had a no try. Can we just review a knock-on from kick-out in the contest?
There's a huge collision in the air. Jordan Rapana and kick-out.
Well, there's a few of these offside that they'll have to keep their eye on.
It's kick-out, the main chaser, with Luai. They're both onside.
Jerome Luai are cleared as onside.
And who does this come off?
Kick out.
Kick out gets a hand to it. But as you say, getting through and competing for the
Touches the
ball.
left hand of kick out and hits Rapana. We just need to see what direction the ball goes.
So it comes off kick out and then into...
After the initial touch, the ball travels forward into Jordan Rapana, which is a knock-on. We have a decision.
Which isn't the worst result for the Panthers. If that's the worst thing that comes out of competing for the football...
It's the last tackle.
Play the ball
kick out.
for the Raiders.
No, it's knock on here.
You're much better competing than playing it safe.
Yeah, 100% right. I can't understand teams that just give away possession so meekly, just kick it to the opposition fullback and let him catch it. I assume Queensland won't be doing that now, so I better take some notes there.
Don't forget, this round of the NRL Telstra Premiership is all about commemorating our servicemen and women. The two traditional Anzac Day clashes with the Dragons and the Roosters at the SCG, and the Storm and the Warriors return tomorrow. That one at Amy Park. NRL.com now to get your seats.
My favourite game of the year. It is my favourite club game of the year, is the Anzac round. And out at the Old Girl, Sydney Cricket Ground tomorrow.
Bit of life in it too after the Dragons had a win last week.
Well, that'll be hard to beat. Raiders, they've been good since half-time. Under pressure, but good.
Oh, there's a towering kick by White. That's a ripper. Didn't phase Dylan though. Now Sorensen and Leniu very tired here. They're walking back, loping back really to get back on side. Big strong tackle, that one on May from Schneider. Oh, and they're up again quickly. Tago on the receiving end of some rough treatment. And there's Staines this time. Might not be long until we see Ivan Cleary go to the bench once again. Now Cleary kicks for the corner on tackle 4. You see how fast young Xavier Savage is. He gets back take. Oh! Ball in one hand. It nearly popped out. And he held on to the footy, but very narrowly. Rapana now.
Nice to see Xavier Savage in some space tonight. He looks electric on his feet.
He got back there in the night, didn't he?
Nice if you're a Raider fan.
They might put the move to fullback later in the game. Oh, look at this for power. Kick out. Shove the Cottridge back there in the tackle by about 10 metres, but Canberra, they're happy to chance their arm. Oh, kick out again. Oh, Whiten hammered that time. Schneider, good take there from the halfback, and he gets a kick away. Taken by Staines.
Well, there's going to be some sore boys tomorrow. Some physical collisions out there. Andrew Johns mentioned the fact that the Raiders were attacking with their defence. Well, the Premiers are doing it as well.
Here's Taylor May. He pulls through the line. Good run by the winger. He's still going. How about that?
They've only been going 8 minutes in the second half, and it's been hard, but look at this set of 6 now with the Raiders walking.
Tago to Cleary, tries to run through a hole. He beat Horsburgh. couldn't beat Rapina, played it quickly. Sonny Luke, he set one up. Will he score one himself? No. He's pulled down by Hudson Young, a couple of metres short. Cleary rubbers through, wanted the in goal with it, couldn't find it. Schneider, he's done some good things, Brad Schneider, today.
They were on the ropes there, the Raiders. They did extremely well to hold on. Beautiful tackle by Hudson Young on Luke.
It's 8 minutes of to and fro, 8 minutes of cycle. You kick, we kick, you kick, we kick. And they're in it for 8 minutes, but 8 minutes is well short of 40. And all of a sudden the Panthers ignited, found inroads into the defensive line.
Ryan Sutton, Jamin Salmon in 17's on the ground now, so they have gone with some fresh legs. First time we've seen him in the game as Whiten goes left and links up with Hudson Young. Last tackle, the Raiders not even at their 40-metre line. And Whiten is having to do it all this afternoon. Bangs a kick high in the air with no great depth. And Edwards will return this, and Penrith will probably go over the halfway on the next play.
Well, every Raiders kick in this second half has been a clearing kick, long and trying to get out of trouble. Every Panther kick on fifth tackle has been an attacking kick. That'll wear you down.
They can just turn the intensity up on you. And that's what Panthers have done here. Cleary now, working with Luai. Oh, another big tackle, Schneider.
Set play nearly came off. Dylan Edwards was up the middle, just couldn't get the ball to him.
Down the left-hand short side, kick out, rolls a kick in behind them. Oh, Rapina with a little bobble.
How did he pick that up?
He recovered before it hit the ground.
How did he pick that up?
Oh, he's not going to get up, though. I'm wondering
Bring the
if
ball over.
He's copped a knee or
Bring
something,
it over
an
here.
accidental knee.
Well, I think it's an accidental crusher.
Over here.
Oh, is it?
He gets there late. He's slightly out of position, Jordan
Corey.
Rapina, as we see Harry Rushton,
Corey.
the debutant, come on the field. Just picks the ball up as he goes down. It's an accidental crusher.
Time on.
You go well, Harry. 21-year-old from Wigan. It was lovely to see his family come over and present him with the jumper.
These are tough runs.
They're going to dump him on the cricket pitch out the back.
Savage now goes to ground. Look at this, 3 tackles gone. What a big shot.
Sonny off in.
Welcome to the NRL, Harry Rushton. And kick out races up. Oh, they pushed it past. Hadawin United is going to get it back. Look at this. This is the 5th tackle. They've got to kick it. Someone's got to kick it. What? He's going to kick it from inside his own 10.
Not a bad kick either.
It was a good effort, especially given Rapina didn't know it was the last tackle. It went to run from dummy half.
You might be better off throwing it over the dead ball line. Give yourself 30 seconds and drop it out.
Rapina was going to run that, and someone else to the last. He had to throw it back 10 metres.
Joseph, hurry, get up. Oh, wait.
Sorensen
Corey off the body.
tackled strongly there. Sutton, the main tackler, had to win a nighter. Martin this time into the teeth of Canberra's defence.
It was a pretty conservative set of 6 from the Panthers there, considering where they got the ball on tackle 1.
Yo for Cleary. And pressure on Kotrick. Kick-out's got it back. They've stopped it. You don't normally stop Guglielmo kick-out from that range, but they've done very well, and the score remains at 14-6.
Yeah, good work by the Raiders.
They must be wondering if they're ever going to see the other end of the ground here.
Well, you can put the sprinklers on at the other end of the field. We haven't used it.
Oh, look at this again. It's like quicksand. They're trying, but they can't get out of here. Oh, White crunched. They won't worry him. And that's an excellent run. Great run. And White got them going forward, and then Tarpany, and that allows Starling to kick, and he kicks early, and he kicks straight to Edwards, and back he comes. 8 metres short of the halfway. Let's go down to you, Brad.
Well, when the sun went down, the temperature went down, so did the wind. That's not helping the Raiders get out of trouble at all. Also, what you notice, the grass is becoming a little bit more slippery, a little bit of dew on the surface. There's Andy, our wonderful cameraman.
Yes. Is that the dew point, Brad?
We're at the dew point.
Very nice. Crichton. They're building here, Penrith. They've been setting this up for the last few sets with their defence. Fourth tackle. Yo to the line. And Edwards away for Salmon. Knocked over in a good tackle there by Harry Rushton. Here's the last. Sonny Luke looks open side, goes short side. Crichton rolled it through. It came off a Canberra boot. They've dived on the ball.
Deja vu. Jordan Rapiner takes another tough carry on the 10-metre line.
Find out how much longer Sonny Luke's going to be out there. He's starting to knock up by the looks of things.
Perfect
Right to get back.
to bring Appy Coruscant back into the action.
In fact, you know what? They've just noticed lost the ball. Canberra have lost it. And as soon as they saw Sonny Luke struggling to get back in the defensive line, Coruscant sprung up off the bench. So we're going to see him back out there in a tick.
Challenge over, clock's on.
Well, there it is. Exactly 14 and a half minutes into the second half. And the Raiders have finally come up with an unforced error. So they definitely improved in that second stanza. Brad Fittler.
Well, Sonny Luke just looked over at Appy Coruscant, and they're actually communicating to see actually who spends the time on the field. As you can see, he's got his hands on his hips, poor Sonny. He's as tight, I reckon, as he's ever been in his whole life. But Appy gave him a bit of a smile and said, "Keep going, buddy."
Clear it out. Breaks left of the scrum, and Luai comes back infield. In amongst the tall timber. That's the 10-metre line. They've been stoic so far, Canberra. Oh, not a great pass. It was picked up really well by Martin.
He's tired, all right, Sonny.
Centre of the 10-metre line. Look for Sorensen. Oh, they're offside. This might be the straw that breaks the Raiders back. This set restart. The ball comes out for Crichton. No, he doesn't quite get there. Or maybe he does. I think he did.
Well, the ball's on the line.
The ball hadn't hit the ground.
And if there's a hand on him.
Okay, so what do you want me to start with?
Some judge is saying it's a double movement.
Lucky.
There was bodies everywhere.
Just going to check for, I've got a no try. Can we check for a double movement?
And the touch judge had the best view. He says no try.
He's like an octopus, this kid. You think he's got 8 arms at times, and he can certainly extend them out. This will be a test of whether or not the ball carrying arm, the tackle's complete. Well, he certainly put it on the line.
I'm just wondering if the ball
Just
hit
having
the
a look whether
ground
momentum
before the
takes
line
Stephen
first.
Crichton to the line and whether he gets the ball there.
Down. I wouldn't say the tackle's completed there.
It's on the line.
Yeah. They're looking to see whether or not this tackle is completed, and I don't think it is. He's down. He's now twisting, and they're going to push him towards it.
Just looking to determine if there's anyone in contact when the ball initially touches the ground.
There's not. Just said that. No. Ball's up.
He's got momentum.
He's got momentum, and he's entitled to reach out and put it down.
This is a big call.
It is. But I think if you watch it at normal speed, rather than just slow-mo and try to find a frame where there might be a finger on him, if you watch it at normal speed, I think he's well entitled to reach out for the line.
At this point, there's no one in contact with Stephen Crichton. The ball is on the way up, so he is allowed to promote the ball. We now need to see whether the ball gets to the line.
He's on the line there.
It's on the line.
It's a try. I think they're going to overrule Grant Atkins' call of no try, and it would appear it's about to be 18-6.
Well, Grant Atkins has said no try because
Still just trying to find the ball in the line.
he wanted to say it was a double movement. I don't think he was saying no try because he didn't reach the line.
This is the angle. This is the one that shows it down here on the line-up.
Yeah,
There.
it's there. It's on the line.
With momentum in the tackle, Stephen Crichton gets the ball to the line. We have a decision.
There we go. We got there, and Stephen Crichton with a great bit of individual play and great effort for perseverance there. He kept battling with the defenders, and he's got the ball to the line to make it 18-6.
It was a reflection of the second half performance from the Panthers. Isuzu MUX replay. You see Stephen Crichton is burrowing down low, getting the ball to the line, but the perseverance from the Panthers has been great.
Sets up a conversion attempt here from the sideline for Nathan Cleary.
Okay, so Stephen Crichton has scored this, and Nathan Cleary from on touch with a very big kick to push this out beyond 2 converted tries. It's going to swing away to the left.
And the conversion attempt is winding away. The Penrith Panthers still leading the Canberra Raiders 80-6.
Another fine performance by Stephen Crichton this afternoon. 18-6.
Offside from the kickoff. Not behind the kicker.
Really? How many times this season did you see that? Twice, 3 times?
Well, you shouldn't see it once.
Oh, they are. They're miles off.
That's just a lack of discipline. That's ridiculous. Bradley Fittler, that's your pet hate.
I hate it. And the one thing you notice when Penrith were defending Canberra while Canberra were trying to get out of off their own try line, not once were they offside. That's the difference. A little bit of discipline, just keeping your head in the game. They're the unforced errors.
When you're playing against the Premiers, you can't give them anything you don't need to. So Sorensen now. Go for Cleary. Here's a kick for Crichton. He's motoring after it. I don't know that he's got this down.
I think there's a grab on the arm.
That's not the face of anyone who's convinced, but we're saying here maybe there was interference.
Yeah, it looked like Xavier
I've got
Savage.
a penalty try.
Stephen
Stephen Crichton for
Savage
me
has
comes
thrown
through
the
here and
arm
there's an
out.
arm grab, throws him off balance. He ends up getting to the ball but actually missing it.
So they're saying he hasn't grounded it for sure, but the referee feels there may have been some interference on him.
It was a beautiful kick. There was space in behind the defensive line, and Stephen
Crichton's been cleared as onside.
He's going to win the race between Tomoko and Savage.
At this point, he becomes the lead chaser.
Well, I think it was his arm.
Yeah, it's before this. Savage actually pulls his left arm away.
All right.
They're kind of shoulder to shoulder, but then Savage will reach out, which is only natural.
At this point, Stephen Crichton is the lead chaser. Matt Tomoko pushes him off the ball. In our opinion, a try would have been scored if it wasn't for this foul.
It's a penalty try.
Well, there's 2 tries for Crichton in 2 minutes. Lovely work from Cleary.
There's a reason he goes over the top.
And the Raiders inviting them back down into this end of the field with some ill discipline from the kickoff. And the Panthers hurt them straight away.
That was a blistering chase by Crichton. They knew it was coming. He pounced. Look at this. Bang, explodes.
Isuzu, MUX replay. And Cleary, you'll see the gate open for him there. And he just pushes it through. They're so much in sync. I don't know whether that was the intention at the play the ball, but they all recognised that as soon as the Raiders line came up flat, Cleary opened the gate, pushed it in behind, and that puts pressure on the defence to either save it or, as they did, tried to grab at the player. He'll hit himself in the head here. What's this been? Oops.
Another one.
Stay back.
That was a Billy Slater chase, Gus, that one. That's what Billy used to do. They used to kick and he'd sprint after it. No one could keep up with him, so they'd knock him out of the way.
Yeah, but Billy would be 2 metres offside.
Always chase kicks. Never offside.
Always offside.
Never offside.
2004, they changed the rule because of you.
Timing, Gus. It's good timing.
I don't know how you were ever awarded that try.
Glad I brought it up.
2004, game 2, Lang Park. He was downfield telling Lockyer to kick it.
Okay. You do live in the past.
We're back there, game 3.
It's hard to get a bunker decision at Lang Park, I tell you.
They sabotaged the bunker up there. Fill it full of 4X.
Billy was only a baby then. How old were you then, Billy?
I was 20.
Only a baby, playing on the wing.
Here's a Cleary floater. Oh, didn't want to know about that one, Jordan Rapiner.
Yeah, they're coming now, the Panthers. Yeah. This is a beautiful kick.
Well, it's hard now for the Raiders, who came out and put in a really good 14 or 15 minutes after half time. But the first try scorer was always going to be crucial. Now it's hard work for them. They're out of touch with the result. So how do they keep showing resolve for this last 20 minutes? This is where mentally you need to be really strong.
Two people in yellow shirts in line with
I don't think the Panthers are going to let up. Panthers are doing the Viking clap. Look out. Oh, dear, oh, dear, oh, dear, oh, dear.
It's almost like the crowd's come in earlier and rehearsed that. Edwards, 10 metres out from the line.
Well, they'll practice this during the week. The Panthers fans doing the Viking clap. Did we get that on tape, please?
Martin. Another wholehearted effort from him. He's a wholehearted player. He's stopped inside the Raiders 10 now. Here goes Yo. Yo with a change of direction. Nice left foot step. Tarpany wraps him up. Out the back to Cleary. Hideaway tonight to try to put a shot on Luai now. Not a lot of room for him to operate in. Here's the last tackle. Starling is all tangled up there. Luai then makes it even worse.
Back here.
It's that octopus you were talking about before,
Jerome,
Gus.
that's all you, buddy. Wait here.
Well, there's no way Jerome Luai was going to let him get out of the tangle. He was going to keep him there as long as he could.
That's pretty good refereeing, that. Didn't want to restart the tackle count. Flat pass, Martin.
Over, leave it there now, Hutch.
Jack White.
Yeah, and a good set of 6 in defence from the Raiders there, because had they scored again, the Panthers, you wouldn't have seen them for dust.
Oh, they're going to dish it up here. Look at this.
Yeah, some brave runs needed here.
Savage. Can't get around Staines. Oh, Rushton. It's Jamin Salmon with a big shot. Hudson Young loves the tough stuff. Again, they're struggling to progress the ball too far. They're only at the 30-metre line. Hudson Young wanted a penalty, so they were hanging on too long. Oh, they've lost it. Schneider's dropped the ball.
Well, the fans sitting at the northern end of the ground on the hill down there, they need to get a refund. They're not seeing any football down that end of the field. It's all been played up this end. Do we have that Viking clap on tape? Here's the error here. Snyder just gets a little bit of a fumble.
I think we'll see the Viking clap on 100% footy tomorrow night.
100%.
It's been 13 from 13, the Panthers, to start this second half, and they've played it.
Here they go. Look at them. Look at them. Oh, you love it in the Golden West.
Here's Luai, and now Tago sprints onto the pass. They try to drag him. He stops just in from the sideline. But again, right up against the Raiders goal line here. Maybe more points coming for the Panthers. Luai floats one over the top. Cleary is tackled well.
That's good work from the Raiders. They're still showing plenty of spirit.
And Martin now. He's lost it.
You just put it down on an angle as well.
Well, they're still giving everything, Canberra. Still some encouragement that they've got to get some field position somehow.
Yeah, well, it all happened in the space of 2 minutes. The Crichton double happened in the space of 2 minutes. Other than that, the Raiders have been quite resilient. Find themselves 18 points behind on the scoreboard. It's a beautiful shot, that, isn't it?
Heads down. Head in.
They love their Sunday footy here in Penrith.
Well, they're brave enough to kick early here, Billy. Try and get the ball down the other end.
Hold the ball. I don't think anyone would be game to kick early here.
The referee's due to give them a penalty, surely.
Well, they've got to get past the 40-metre line to get a proper penalty. They haven't been there for a while.
Anzac Day tomorrow. Don't forget, one of the most highly anticipated clashes of the year. It is every year. The Roosters against the Dragons in the traditional Anzac Day fixture at the SCG will be on air from 3 o'clock on your home of Rugby League 9's Wide World of Sports.
Tackle 4, Jack. The independent doctors asked you to leave, mate. Concussion. Got a tackle count here. 3, 4.
Real chance for an upset there tomorrow.
Tackle 4 here. You got to go, mate. They've asked you to leave.
Tackle 4! He said Jack. It's actually Tom. Who's Jack, he said?
Even the trainer's unsure.
If he said Tom and he said who's Tom, you know he would definitely have an HIA issue. But no, it was Jack. Brad?
It was like he was at the nightclub. He said, you got to go. It's time to leave. I think he's heard those words before.
Stop loitering. Get out of here. No, you can't finish your drink. Snyder tried to charge it down as a penalty to the Panthers.
He went straight across the line here. He's trying to get me a kick.
So this is for a Canberra Raider player protecting his kicker.
Interfered straight with... Mate, off you go. You know you did it.
Running in the way of a Panther chaser. There's plenty of Panther pressure here.
Comes straight for your kicker.
It was Sorensen, I think, trying to get out from marker, put pressure, and he was knocked down by a Raiders player.
Well, that happens every kick.
Yo put down now on the 20-metre line. 24-6, 14 left. Cleary dumps it inside for Fisher Harris. The defence tried to cut down his time. They raced up. Yo and Cleary and Salmon now running hard. Tackled by Ryan Sutton and Hudson Young. 5 metres out from the line. Happy Coruscant, Yo and Fisher Harris. Oh, what a ball from the big front rower with Cleary running onto it, but he stopped by Snyder and also Tarpany. That was amazing by Fisher Harris. Now Coruscant kicks over the top, ball's there, ball's over the back from Robert. There's more pressure coming for Canberra's defence.
We talked about it in the first half, the fifth tackle options the Panthers have. Coruscant at a dummy half, Cleary at first receiver, Luai at first or second receiver. Rapana had no option but to play at that. We might see a short line drop out. They need the ball back. Or White might say, no, let's get out of here. He opts for the latter.
Oh, well done. Williami kick out was heading towards the touchline. He's shown good athleticism and awareness, and he's tackled strongly, however, by Schneider and Tarpany. Now James Fisher-Harris. What's the possession count? It's getting back towards 60% in favour of the Panthers.
It's more where it's been played too.
I don't know, have Canberra been in Penrith's half at all in the second half? Coruscant. I'm not sure they've had the ball in Penrith's half in the second half. That is unbelievable. Cleary tries to roll it through. It's bounced off the boot. 6 more. Everything going the way of the Panthers. Tago and Taylor May in the corner.
TNT. Tago to Taylor. Raiders playing at the Nathan Cleary grubber kick by Suzu, MUX replay. Cleary with the kick, they play at it, the ball comes out the back. He's able to wrestle free, gets it onto Tago, he gets it onto Taylor, and the Panthers are in again. TNT.
Well, they've been brave, the Raiders. But the Panthers are relentless with their attack. They just keep coming at you. And eventually, May gets over in the corner.
One thing we probably haven't noticed in the call of play is that the Panthers have got a 9-1 penalty count. 3-2 in 6 again, so they've had 12-3 so far as restarts or penalties. Bradley Fittler.
The one thing Billy and I spoke about before the game was the Panthers, how they move off the ball. Have a look at the centre, Isaac Tago. He's 5-10 metres past the ball. Nathan pulls out of a tackle. He runs himself backwards onside, then gets the ball, passes to his wing, Taylor May. It's the stuff you're doing off the ball that helps his team. They do it constantly, the Panthers, constantly moving.
Yes, well, this young lad can move, can't he? He's got quite a headache, Ivan Cleary, when he gets Brian To'o fit.
They're not the things that give you headaches.
His 8th try for the year in 5 games.
Nathan Cleary from the sideline. I saw him play an under-20s game here when he was very young. He kicked 10 out of 10, and every one of them was from the sideline, on all 4 sidelines. It was the most unbelievable kicking display I'd ever seen.
Well, he's certain to kick this one then, isn't he?
There we go.
Sponsored by back in the action. Special menu sponsored by
Stay back.
So the scoreboard's got away on the Raiders here, 30 points to 6, and we've still got more than 10 minutes to go. Let's see what the Panthers can do. The kickoff lands with Charlie Staines. And Spencer Leniu has gone back out on the park.
Well, 30 to 6 doesn't reflect the Canberra's effort, but it does reflect just the control that the Panthers have had over the game. They're the only ones playing any semblance of attacking football because they've got all the field position.
Kick out. He's been nearly unstoppable on a few occasions today.
He's been very good, and he's off the ball. What he does off the ball to get into position, and he gets back, he supports his teammates. He's been really good today.
Luai, here he is again, the flying mop. He was christened by Brad Fittler. Now Nathan thinks about a kick. Edwards up the middle. Luai's there. Over the top it goes. Tago and May are there. The ball is cleaned up. Nice work. Nick Jotrich had to rush back.
Look how they respond to each other. Look how easily Kickout gets his ball away. But watch the Panthers come from everywhere. Here's the final part where Edwards gets the kick across field, and knowing there'll be plenty of chasers. Look, there's 1, 2, 3 black jerseys there. But from the time Kickout gets the offload, how they respond to it. Watch this. It's offload. Look at all the black jerseys moving. Infield, outfield, Luai's there. Probably didn't need the kick, but look at all the black jerseys.
And the options that Nathan Cleary had. He's changed his mind. He was going to chip kick it, and then there was an opening on the inside. Hands it off to Dylan Edwards. He's got so much time with the football.
Leniu from virtually a standing start just explodes with such ferocious power. Cleary. Back to Yo this time. Tries to duck through a hole. Hudson Young, Jack White and the defenders. They go behind Salmon, who's run through the line, but Edwards decides to surrender on the tackle. That's the 4th on this set, and the ball to be played 7 metres short of the Raiders' line. Cleary for Leniu again. They're all lined up out left. That'll be the way they go. Coruscant finds Cleary, thought about a kick, short to kick out. Biliani, kick out. They'll score as they want here now for the final 8 minutes.
Well, the last 2 times he's run left late in the tackle count, Cleary's put a little grubber kick in. This time he shapes to kick, but he knows he's got kick out steaming onto the hole. By Suzu, MUX replay. Watch Cleary here. Good, genuine lead run there by Fisher Harris. He's got the ball available to kick, but he just knows that he's got the big kick out on his outside.
Yeah, just big man on little man. And Snyder's up against Kickow. And Nathan Cleary just controlling things in this game now. Becoming more physical. He's running the football. Getting comfortable coming back from that shoulder surgery in the off-season. Got a number of games under his belt. And when you've got a man like Kickow on your outside, that close to the line, you give him the ball.
There's Schneider, tried to stop him around the bootlaces.
Yeah, it's a hard tackle on the outside shoulder on a big man close to the line.
I think Schneider will go home. When he wakes up in the morning, he's going to have size 12 boot imprint on his chest. Where he's been trampled on a number of times by Kickow.
Be bigger than 12.
It might be a 15.
Really kicked right on the sideline. They may as well just give him the 2 points, Gus. There you go. 36-6 now. So we look forward to Anzac Day. We'll have all the wonderful ceremony pre-game, and it's been great again to see ceremonies across the weekend in Anzac round. And then we get into the business of Roosters v Dragons. 3 p.m. we're on air from the SCG. Are you leaning towards or starting to entertain the thought of an upset? I'm just getting that feeling, that vibe from you.
No, there's a chance of an upset there tomorrow. I think you've got to tip Roosters, but I think the Dragons are ready for an upset. Here comes another ill discipline from the Raiders, trying something different. They've kicked it out on the full. That'll be the second penalty they've given away in possession. And the Panthers go back into the Viking clap again. Bradley Fittler.
It was a very similar game to the one they played against Brisbane 2 weeks ago, where the Panthers went in at half-time, up 2 tries to 1, and that ended up 40 points to 12. And some players on Brisbane had some great games. If you want to take on the Premiers, you've got to be going hard for 80. You can't be just sitting there submitting. You've got to play footy, concentrate, discipline, the lot. You've got to bring the lot.
Well, playing for 80 minutes is now in the Panthers' DNA. They don't know any different. And like you say, they've got so much strike power. If you don't play for 80 minutes, they'll keep the scoreboard ticking.
And for most teams, the lot is not good enough because the Panthers have got the lot and they're still attacking.
Here's Leniu. He's put a few dents in them, hasn't he, today? Cleary for Luai. There's a little set piece with Edwards trailing up on the inside. He's lost the ball. It's been picked up by Valemate. Now, to my question, have Canberra had the ball inside Penrith's half after half-time?
No.
That is incredible.
The Panthers have actually run for more than 1,000 metres more than the Raiders.
Wow.
Or maybe just a little less, but they've run for something like 1,666 metres today, and Canberra are in the 600s. 1,672 as it ticks over.
Look at that.
And the Raiders are in the 600s. Look at that, it's nearly 1,000 metres more than the Raiders.
I don't know if it's happened before. There couldn't have been many times where an opponent hasn't had the ball inside their opposition half for an entire half.
Well, they haven't had it over the 40-metre line.
Oh. Stay there.
Every kick from the Raiders has been a clearing kick.
Cleary now, out the back they go, and Luai through a hole and over.
Well, they love these midfield scrums. They've scored a lot of tries off them. It's the same play over and over again, but every time with 3 or 4 different options. And they sort you out in the end. You might solve it once or twice, but you won't keep solving it because they've got more tricks to run at you. They'll lock it in the scrum. Cleary takes off, gets out there with Luai. By Suzu, MUX replay. Tago runs the lead run, turns them inside out. Luai the dummy, the show and go. And into the in goal he goes. And all of a sudden we're at 40.
Yeah, it's the detail on the play that makes it. The speed by Cleary. And Tago plays a huge role by running the lead line. Valame turned inside out. And the partner in crime, Jerome Luai. It's party time here in Penrith.
Well, it's been nothing more than a training session for them in the second half. The first 7 or 8 minutes were really competitive for the second half. And Raiders were trying hard. And then you could just feel Penrith won that cycle battle and have not let the Raiders get anywhere near out of their own half of the field. And Cleary has another kick from this left-hand touchline.
Yeah, but the centre came in like that.
Oh, they're going to review it.
What?
Chris, can you just review the decision looking at obstruction?
So they're going to have a look at Isaac Tago and the line that he runs and the impact he has on Snyder.
Yeah, but Snyder's not going to stop anything. The centre will come in on Tago. What's that? The centre comes in on Tago, then does a pirouette.
Isaac Tago runs at the outside shoulder of Brad Schneider. This holds him up, which affects his ability to defend. Then Jerome Luai goes through that gap created. We have a decision.
Well, that's the greatest load of rubbish.
I mean, the rules are the rules with the obstruction, but there was about 3 Panthers who could have scored there anyway. That wouldn't have made a shadow of a difference.
I just hope we don't discuss it on 100% footy tomorrow night, because I'm going to have to put up with Paul Gallen telling me that's the rule. Paul Gallen. That's the rule. That's the rule.
It is the rule. I know exactly what Gal's going to say.
It's the rule. You can't run at his outside shoulder. When did they bring that rule in? You can't run at someone's outside shoulder. What if he got the ball? What if he got the ball?
Ruston. Marginal ball. Oh, the Raiders have got a penalty for high tackle. They're going to get the ball inside the Panthers' half.
Let's hope they find touch. Let's hope they find touch.
That's ruined our stat.
I hate obstruction rules.
Just let it go.
I can't. It's just...
You're going to have to just let that... Oh, he nearly didn't find the line.
I nearly put the mock on him.
Just don't let obstruction come into your life, or whatever they're saying.
No, I'm not going to talk about it.
No, here goes roughing it. Away to Valame.
Paul Gallen brings it up, I'll ignore him.
Oh, the held call. The held. Well, he wasn't really held there. That call was far too premature. He was being pushed towards the sideline in a gang tackle. Then he lost the ball. There was no need for the referee to call held there.
Come on, Raiders, see if you can get a try.
Still attacking with their defence, Panthers. And Salmon underneath.
This chance Nickel Kluster. Late entrance to the game. Another lost ball. Yeah, they got nothing left in the tank, Canberra.
That's just fatigue. It's been a really strong professional display from the Panthers, considering that the Raiders really did come here to play. And I don't think the Raiders have given up for one stride. There hasn't been one thing that they've shirked this afternoon. They've tried really hard, but the Panthers have just battered them away and then battered them into submission.
And they've still got their structure here in attack, so they want more points as a penalty. A lazy swinging arm.
Well, the Raiders have got to defend one more set of 6 to stop it getting to 40.
Out of it. Off you go. Wait, it's back here. Everyone's in front of you.
Hey, Rugby behind. Rugby.
Just no, back here. Spencer, hang on. Mate, come on.
It was 14-6 with, what, about 22 minutes to play maybe? So they really kept their hands up against this Penrith team. They're coming out of half-time, but it's just been an avalanche. The first try was the catalyst, and Penrith have scored at will since then.
Well, that's what the good sides do. They just break your will. They'll take your best, they'll absorb it, and then they'll come back harder and break your will.
Eisenhuth and Fisher Harris, short pass to kick out. Oh, he got buckled there. Good one. Schneider, he hasn't given anything away. And now Fisher Harris with 20 seconds to go. And a couple of plays remaining in the game. Eisenhuth is tackled on the last. And they're setting up for a field goal here. Coruscant fires it back to Cleary. He's got a stack of time. He sends it towards the sticks. And it's out to the right-hand side. Full time in Sunday footy. The Panthers 36 have beaten the Raiders 6.